Hello, my techies for life. Welcome to K Talks Tech, or welcome back to K Talks Tech. I'm Kay, aka That's Sis in Tech, the channel where we demystify the tech industry for the purpose of helping Black women pursue a career in tech. We also talk about tech news, the latest that's going on in the tech industry, as well as a bit of small business advice. Um, Today, I want to talk to you about choosing your career in tech. Now, when I started in tech, there was just one, maybe two job titles. Now there's 20, right? So I think that if I was interested in a career in tech, I might feel a little bit overwhelmed, not really sure where to start or how to understand even which path I want to choose. So if you've watched my previous videos, you've seen me talking about what those job titles are, what they do, how much they pay, but how do you choose? I think that could be a little overwhelming. So today I'm going to give you a research technique to help you understand more about specific job titles, and then you can take that information and make a decision. Because the first step towards a career in tech is to choose which career you want. So let's get the paperwork out the way. Go ahead and subscribe, and set that notification bell. And let's talk tech. So, the way that you research which job title you want is you start with the list of job titles that I gave you before. Um, I'll put the link in the description box. You have to go through my website to get it. Um, and it's a free download. So once you have that list, you can choose which titles you're interested in. So let's do that now. So I've gone through the website. If you go through the website and follow the link in the description box and go to downloads, you will be able to download this job titles by category file, which will give you a list of job titles in tech. Um, I've said there are 20 titles. You can easily see there are more. There are there are other job titles in tech that are not on this list. This is not a comprehensive list. This is just kind of an overview. Um, and the ones highlighted in yellow are the ones that I think are more of an entry point into tech. So let's take a couple of these and see. It's just, get our feet wet a little bit and what we would need to learn, and just, try it on for a few seconds and see how it feels. Okay, so if you go over to udemy.com and you type in tester, you will come up with some classes that teach testing. Now, a lot of the Udemy classes are $12, $17, $25, but the things that really sell, that can help you to get a real career in tech, are more expensive. But it's certainly less expensive than a college course, right? So if you spend a couple $100, then what a bargain, right? So what I look for is things like this bestseller and this highest rated. Um, so this is complete 2023 software testing boot camp. I like that. I like the word complete. I like the word boot camp. That tells me the goal of this course is to teach me everything I need to know to become a software tester, right? And so if you've watched the how to break into tech in 4 steps video, then you know that uh, getting the education is just one step in pursuing career in tech. The next step would be to get some sort of certification. Now, look what it says here. ISTQB Agile Certified Tester. Certified tester. I like that. Now, I don't know about ISTQB, but I see it here again. So that's something you would need to research. Just what is ISTQB? Let me just show you. Okay, let's go over here. Let's see. Software tester certification. Let's see what we come up with. International Software Testing Qualification Board. ISTQB. Now, the questions you have about this are the same questions that other people have, right? So if you scroll down, here we go. What certification do I need to be a software tester? ISTQB. Okay. How long does it take? 12 to 26 weeks. 12 weeks, that's 3 months. 3 months, you could be in a new career as a software tester. Okay. What is QA testing? Is it a good career choice? That sounds like an article you might want to take a look at. How do you become a software tester without a degree? It's possible. The trick is you'll need vast experience before applying for jobs. I don't know that that's true, but that's where boot camps and courses come in. Boot camps have one mission to help you land a job after a few months of experience and hands-on learning. That's basically what I've been telling you, right? So, is the certification worth it? Listen, if you're starting out, certification is the way to go across all of the tech jobs, right? Short answer, yes. Okay. So, is it stressful? I think it can be. It can be. Um, but it doesn't have to be. It depends on who you're working with, you know? Um, can anyone be a software tester? I can tell you that the testers are always in a hurry, right? So, but what I love about software testing is you really learn a lot of the ins and outs of software. And then if you want to move into coding, you could do that. If you want to move to business analysis, you could do that. So the trajectory from software testing is wide open. Okay. Um, It's saying you should earn a degree in software engineering. I told you, skill is king in tech. I don't think people really care that much if the software testers have college degree. Okay. Um, so how do you qualify as a tester? Wait a minute. Degree. You can also attend coding boot camp or become certified by national organizations. So there you go. So that's how we learn about some of the things we saw over here. Okay, so, oops, we were over here. Okay, so we're back over here. And so this boot camp, it's got 7 lectures, manual tester, but we want to see automation testing as well. So let's look in here and see what we get. What is it talking about? Okay. Uh, Test plan. Okay, it's 29 and a half hours. Okay, so this is the part we're looking for. Oh, these pop-ups are annoying. The part we're looking down for is you're going to scroll down here to where it lets you preview, right? And so what we're looking for is a preview that is more than, oh, this is what's in the class. Oh, this is how you get started in the class. We're looking for previews that give you real information on the class itself. And some of these more expensive classes don't want to share for free, which is understandable, but we're going to look for the ones that do because, you need to find out before you plunk your money down. Okay, how is software developed? I don't see any previews in here. I do like the content I'm seeing. Okay, here's a preview. Testing types. Let's see. Let's see what they're talking about.
Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about the testing types. The testing types is a very important topic when we are talking about software testing. But the problem here is that we have different explanations of the testing types. So let's, before we begin explaining the testing types from my point of view, go in Google and search for the testing types and see what are the results that are going to appear. So if we open google.com and write how many testing types in software testing, okay? And open this article, and this article. Let's think of the number of testing types that are present in the world, okay?
Okay. So you got a little taste of that. You see what he's talking about. Did what was what he said clear to you? Was it gobbledygook? Were you turned off or you turned on? That's what you're looking for. Let's see if there are any other previews. Oh, there's one. Invalid sign up test cases. I don't know if that's really that helpful. Let's see. 26 more tests. It looks pretty comprehensive. Let's see. Um, what I don't like is you're talking about, okay, software testing status in 2022. I guess. Let's see, is there anything in here? Testing automation using Playwright. So just to mention this for software testers, you're definitely going to need a testing automation software. So in addition to the boot camp, you're probably going to need to learn Selenium. So if you're interested in software testing, just keep that in mind, because if your course doesn't include Selenium, and it probably won't because Selenium is popular and they can make more money from a separate class for that. But this class is $125. So if you had to pay another $75 for Selenium, $200 and you're on your way to a new career, right? So let's just do Selenium and see what they have. Okay. Selenium WebDriver, learn Selenium with Java, Cucumber, and Live Project. Um, so I see multiple Selenium classes, all like 20 bucks. Okay. Um, is this the same class we were just looking at right here? Uh, I don't know. Let's it might be because it looked like the same price. Yeah, it's the same one. So if that's the same one, is Selenium in here? Let's see. Selenium. No, it's not. So yeah, you'd need a separate class for Selenium. So let's go back. Let's look at one of the other testing classes because I kind of like this one. This is a course for the certified tester foundation level. Okay. So when you get a certification, before you start taking classes, you need to understand what those certification requirements are, right? So we had looked at ISTQB briefly, but you should go out to the internet and look at those certification requirements and understand what they are. Usually, certification requires you to get educated and then take a test, right? So you just want to see what that educational requirement is. So here, what you learn, you get a basic understanding, pave the road for further learning. So with this course, you will be able to pass this exam. Okay. So let's see what previews we have, because we're not trying to map out an exact path. We're just trying to get a taste of uh, what this career is like. Okay, so there's a couple of good previews here. Test process introduction. This is 6 minutes. Take a quick look at some of this, see what they have to say.
After going through the 7 testing principles, let's spend some time on the fundamental test process. The implementation of a generic test process is comparable to the implementation of a software development lifecycle model, especially with more and more organizations working agile, or at least claiming to work agile.
Oops, so sorry.
A good day, everyone, and welcome to the ISTQB Certified Tester Foundation Level course of ProTest Solutions. Please be aware that this is a course based on the 3.1 version foundation syllabus from ISTQB, and the entire course is accredited by ISTQB, which makes this one of the few ISTQB accredited courses on Udemy, perhaps even the only one. In April 2023, a new syllabus was released, and more.
Okay. So you get a little taste of that.
One of the important terms that I mentioned quite a few times until now is traceability. Now, what is traceability? And what's the importance of it? That's what I will explain to you in this lecture. Traceability between the test basis and test work product. Now, traceability is the ability to trace and preferably visualize the connection between each element of the test basis and the different test work products.
Okay. Now, I feel like in that he was using some words that you probably didn't follow. Because, listen, tech people love tech jargon, right? That's the truth, right? And so when I remember the first time I heard some tech people talking tech jargon, and I was in school for tech, I was excited. Oh my God. I was trying not to show that I was just on the elevator with some people. They didn't know me, I didn't know them, but I was so excited listening to it. Um, but I had already chosen tech as my career, and I was already pursuing that. Um, what he was saying is there's a relationship between the work that you're doing and the testing that you're trying to do. Okay. And that's really all that meant. Um, if you had taken the prior videos, had gone through the prior videos, you would have understood that more. I really try to do these videos in a um, down to earth, easily understood way. But some people like lofty words. So when you're looking through these things, that's the type of thing you're looking for also. Is this person speaking in a way that I understand? Let's go back to here and look at other titles. So let's take this. What we looked at was software tester, quality assurance analyst. These two are the same thing. I think software analyst and software administrator are great, but for that, you have to determine which software product you're going to be an administrator in. So there's nothing generic for that. Um, let's look at this developer, UI developer or front end stack developer, front end full stack developer. Okay. For those of you interested in coding, the UI UX developer is um I was going to say that it requires less code, but that would really be UI UX designer. So let's look at it. The best way to see it, the best way to know is to do it. So let's just put in UI UX and see what there is. This is more of a design, right? So complete web and mobile designer, um, 28 hours. What I like about this particular um, career is that because of what it is, you can build up a very nice portfolio to show what you can do. It's easier to have a portfolio to say, hey, I know this. Here's a class I took. Here's a certification I got. And here's my portfolio, right? So let's look at what this is. Let's see what we can preview here. Okay, so first we just want to look at what it's saying you'll learn. Beautifully designed web and mobile projects, amazing design portfolio. If you're a creative, this is a good place for you to go, especially if you have some graphic design in your background or you like to draw. Um, or you just have any sort of design, this is a good place. Learn to make professional logos, master both web and mobile design principles. So just convert your designs into a live HTML and CSS website. So that's the coding part, right? But there is a move to have clicks, not code. So you may not even have to do the actual coding, but you should learn it. So here they're more specific: HTML5 and CSS3, which I believe are the latest versions of those languages. And the languages do get upgraded. Okay, so they're up to 5 now. That's a real thing. Okay, so here's some previews. Meeting the client, who cares? The two paths. That might be interesting. Look, designer versus developer, skills to be a top designer. How about that? Let's preview that.
So designing websites and apps. I mean, sounds pretty easy, right? Everybody can do it. Well, not really. Because when you first think about design, most people don't consider all the things that go into designing a beautiful product. Because when we talk about design, there's actually 4 key elements to designing, and specifically for web and mobile designers. The first part is graphic design. This is the idea of using colors, color theory, layout, typography, sketching, using fonts, imagery. It's the idea of telling a story to convey a specific feeling or to target a specific audience. Graphic design is all about the visuals, but just knowing graphic design isn't enough. The next part is this idea of user experience, or UX. Because to be a good web and mobile designer, you need to study user experience and user interface design. So what is that? It's the art and science of designing products that provide users with the best possible experience. How can you make a user move through your product in an enjoyable way, in an easy flow? It's all about understanding your customer. Again, don't worry, because we're going to dive deep into these topics throughout the course. The next part is conversion focused, or goal conversion. As a designer, you need to know how to design a product that drives the results that your clients want. For example, Bruno hired you because he wants to be successful with his product. So you need to design something that increases this conversions. Conversions meaning that a user takes a desired action. So your job is to motivate the visitors of your mobile app or web app to take that desired action. Maybe sign up for a mailing list or buy a product. And there's a science to goal conversion. And then finally, we've talked about this, but it's this idea of platform development, whether it's on mobile or web. Although some designers limit their work and don't focus on web development or mobile app development, having at least a basic knowledge of how the platform you're designing for works, for example, HTML and CSS on the web, can be a really important skill and a really boosting skill to be a top designer, which is why.
Okay, so that's enough of that. I think that gave you a little taste of it. So how did it feel? Was it interesting? Did you want to know more, or were you turned off by it? That's what you're trying to find out, right? So, yeah. That's how you would, get a little bit, get a taste of tech, right? That's what I'm gonna call this video. Get a little taste of tech to see which, which feels good to you. It's like trying on clothing, right? Try it on, see how it feels. Does it fit or not? Do you need to try something else? You need a different size, different color. I like here that they have these Figma, Figma basics. You're going to need Figma. I see that a lot in job descriptions. And if this is only basics, you probably are going to need to take another Figma class in order to learn it well, because I think that's something you're going to need. What I want you to know is where you see these different softwares, these classes all use a free version of software, so you don't have to buy any additional software, or at least I've never seen a class that needed any additional software. Okay, so that's how you get yourself a little taste of tech. You do a little research, just to try on these job titles for size, see how they feel, see how they, you know, is it interesting? Is it boring? Does it seem easy? Does it seem difficult? How do you like it? That's how you decide which area you're going to pursue in tech. And, you might come up with a couple of different ones. So, good luck to you in that. If you go through that process, please do comment. I'm very, very interested in what you choose and how you chose it. You can reach out to me on my website. I will have the link for Udemy and also for my file. Uh, my website to get that job titles by category file. And I hope that you found something here to be helpful, interesting, and you will go ahead and hit that like button. Listen, this is one hand washes the other. I give you information, you give me likes. You give me likes. Okay? So go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Help me get this message out. And I'll see you next time where we will continue to talk tech.